The tale of Psalm 91 begins in the heart of the Sinai desert. Under the unyielding sun, Moses stands at the foot of the towering Mount Sinai. This second ascent is not just a climb, it is a pilgrimage of renewal, a quest for divine encounter and covenant restoration. The Israelites, having strayed and worshipped the golden calf, await their leader's return, with hearts heavy with remorse and hope. Moses ascends the mountain to renew the covenant between God and the Israelites. This act is not merely symbolic, it is a profound reassurance of God's unending grace and mercy. The Ten Commandments, etched in stone, are a testament to the enduring bond between the Creator and His people. As Moses climbs higher, the air grows thin and the presence of the Almighty more palpable. Here in this sacred space, Moses experiences an unparalleled intimacy with God. The divine voice resonates like a gentle whisper and a thunderous roar, speaking directly to Moses' heart and soul. Amidst the rugged peaks and barren expanses, Psalm 91 is born. This sacred text, often referred to as the soldier's psalm, speaks profoundly of divine protection, trust, and safety under God's wings. It is a reflection of Moses' intimate encounters and the deep assurance he found in God's presence. Verses 1 to 2, He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him I will trust. In these verses, Moses articulates the sanctuary he found on Mount Sinai. The mountain's shadow becomes a metaphor for God's protective wings, a refuge amidst the wilderness. The treacherous climb is softened by the divine presence, transforming fear into trust and safety. In the secret place where shadows fall, dwelling with the Most High, I hear His call. Trust is born from this sacred space, finding refuge under His embrace. Beneath His wings our fears subside, in His truth our hearts confide, dwelling, trusting in divine rapport, refuge found forevermore. Verses 3 to 6. Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. Moses, who led the Israelites through countless dangers, from Egypt's perils to the wilderness trials, speaks from deep confidence. He likens God's protection to the wings of a mighty eagle, shielding from unseen snares and pestilence. From the snare of the fowler His hand will save, through pestilence and shadowed grave. His protection breaks the chains, deliverance in His holy name. No fear of night, no arrow's flight, in God's protection all is right. Though dangers loom and troubles swell, in His safeguard we dwell. Verses 11 to 12. For He shall give His angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. On Mount Sinai, Moses witnessed the divine command over angelic forces. These verses evoke the celestial beings, radiant and formidable, who guarded and guided Moses, ensuring his path was clear and his steps steady. Upon Him our love we set, in His deliverance no regret. He answers prayers, He hears our plea, divine assurance eternally. With love as anchor we are freed, His deliverance in times of need. God's answers echo clear and bright, in love, in trust, in divine light. Verses 14 to 16. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver Him. I will set Him on high, because He has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. In these closing verses, we hear God's promises to Moses, assurances that anchored him during moments of doubt and challenge. The summit of Sinai, where heaven touches earth, becomes the place where divine promises are as tangible as stone tablets. Set your love upon Him, and His deliverance you'll find. He answers your prayers with a heart so kind. In this harmonic bond, love, deliverance, and divine care, our devotion to God brings answers to our prayer. The first triadic relationship we encounter in Psalm 91 is the triad of trust and refuge, comprising the elements of dwelling, trust, and refuge. When Moses speaks of dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, he refers to an intimate, constant presence with God. This dwelling naturally leads to a profound trust in God's nature and promises. Trusting in God then provides a secure refuge, a fortress where one can find safety and peace. This relationship is convergent, where the act of dwelling in God's presence results in trust and subsequently refuge. It highlights how continuous communion with the divine transforms into an unwavering trust that offers shelter in times of trouble. The second triadic relationship is the triad of deliverance, involving the elements of the snare of the fowler, pestilence, and God's protection. In Psalm 91, Moses speaks of God's deliverance from the snares set by the fowler and the perilous pestilence. Here, deliverance from these dangers is made possible through God's encompassing protection. This pattern is divergent, illustrating that as one trusts in God's protection, deliverance from various forms of danger naturally follows. Moses' own experiences of guiding the Israelites through the dangers of Egypt and the wilderness reinforce the assurance that God's protection effectively dispels threats and provides safety. Finally, the triad of divine assurance consists of love for God, God's deliverance, and divine answering. In the closing verses of Psalm 91, the relationship between setting one's love upon God and receiving His deliverance and assured responses is laid out. This harmonic relationship reveals that when an individual sets their love and devotion upon God, it leads to divine deliverance and the certainty of answered prayers. Moses' intimate relationship with God and his role as a mediator for the Israelites reflect this triadic harmony, demonstrating that deep devotion results in divine intervention and care. As Moses descends from the sacred heights of Mount Sinai, the sun begins its descent, casting a golden hue over the rugged landscape. In his hands, he carries the renewed tablets of the covenant, their weight a tangible reminder of the divine encounter he has just experienced. His heart is filled with a renewed sense of purpose and an unwavering faith, fortified by the intimate moments he shared with God and the revelations he received. From Sinai's peak, as the sun dips low, Moses descends with a sacred glow. Golden light on rugged land sprawls, in his hands the covenant calls. Moses' descent is deliberate and steady, each step echoing the gravity of his mission. The tablets etched by the divine hand symbolize more than laws. They are the physical manifestation of God's unending grace and the renewed covenant with his people. Moses' role as the mediator is reaffirmed, and he carries not just stone, but the very essence of divine promise and protection. Tablets of stone, divinely engraved, the covenant renewed, promises saved, tangible weight of divine decree, a reminder of the encounter holy. As Moses approaches the camp, the Israelites look up with a mixture of fear, hope, and anticipation. Their leader, once again among them, is a testament to God's forgiveness and commitment to their journey. Moses' face, radiant from the divine encounter, reassures them of God's continuous presence and unwavering protection. His heart now brims with purpose anew, faith unwavering, a vision true. Intimate moments with God did share, revelations profound, beyond compare. The narrative of Psalm 91 now takes on a new dimension, deeply intertwined with their collective experience. Moses' descent from Mount Sinai is more than a physical journey. It is a profound spiritual passage that encapsulates the essence of divine-human relationship. The renewed tablets are a testament to God's unending grace, while the insights from Psalm 91 offer a blueprint for living under divine protection and assurance. The triads of trust and refuge, deliverance and divine assurance become guiding principles for the Israelites, weaving their faith and experiences into a cohesive narrative of hope, protection, and unwavering trust in God's promises. As night falls and the stars begin to illuminate the desert sky, Moses stands among his people, embodying the convergence of divine presence, protection, and promise. His journey, marked by intimate encounters with the Almighty and reinforced by the revelations of Psalm 91, serves as an eternal beacon for all who seek refuge and deliverance under God's wings. The covenant is renewed, and the journey continues, with hearts and spirits fortified by the divine assurance that has been so profoundly reaffirmed on Mount Sinai.